friends, today we start our discussion about the chapter 15 waves, right? Already we discussed about the simple harmonic motion, that means the oscillation, right? Okay. Now, wave and also the oscillation chapters are most important for our further study of 12th standard. At each and every step, we are using the concept of oscillation and also the waves, right? Therefore, the study of the waves is important for us for 11th standard. Now, what is the wave and what is the importance of the wave in our daily life? That is our main question to understand about the wave. Right? What is the wave? We have the experience as we throw a stone in a water. Initially, the water, all the particles of the water are in equilibrium position. What we see as we throw a stone. So here the circular rings are produced. There is the surface of water. As we drop a stone here. So what's happened? The circular rings are generated. These circular rings are propagated in all directions. So this type of the pattern is shown on the surface of the water. Actually, we drop a single stone in water. So as we drop a stone in the water, what's happened? What are the volume of the stone? So same volume of water is compressed due to the drop of a stone and again release. Therefore, water particle of this volume are compressed, release, compressed, release. It means due to the drop of a stone, this volume of water particle gain the energy and start the oscillation about their mean position. Right? Now, the neighboring water particle of the water are also connected with the other particle with intermolecular forces. Therefore, the effect of the oscillation of this water particle is transferred to the neighboring water particle. Therefore, this effect of oscillation of center part or this part of the water is transferred into the medium in all directions. As a result, this type of the circular waves are generated. Actually, due to the drop of a stone, whatever the disturbance produced in a water surface, that is transmitted in all directions. Thus, the definition of a wave is that the motion of disturbance either in medium or in vacuum is known as wave. Here, the effect of motion of the disturbance is propagate or transfer in water medium. Now, when we speak, at this time what's happened? Surrounding us, the air particles are present. Due to our voice, these air particles are disturbed. That means start the oscillation about their mean position. So as a result, the sound wave is propagated in the medium, and thus the sound wave reaches to the listener from the speaker. So there is the propagation of sound wave. Here the disturbance is propagated in the medium. Right? Okay. The same manner, the sun radiates the energy in form of a light. We get the light on the surface of the earth. We also know that in some region between the sun and the earth, the vacuum is present. In spite of the vacuum is present, the energy radiated by the sun reaches to us. Therefore, the light wave is propagated without the medium. And due to that reason, in the definition of the wave, the motion of the disturbance either in medium or in vacuum is known as the wave. Again, the definition of a wave is that the motion of disturbance either in medium or in vacuum is known as the wave. Okay. During this motion of a disturbance, the matter are not transferred with the disturbance. That means, as we drop a stone in the water, so here the circular rings are going to enlarge. So here the water is not moving. Water particles are only oscillate about their mean position, not transferring from one place to the another place. But the energy is transferred from one particle to the another particle. Right? Therefore, the other definition of the wave is that the patterns which move without actual physical transfer or without flow of matter. Again, the patterns which move without actual physical transfer or without flow of matter as a wall are known as the wave. Now, first definition is very easy. The motion of disturbance in medium or in vacuum is known as the wave. So keep in mind this definition. The motion of a disturbance in a medium or in vacuum, that is known as wave. Second definition is that the pattern which move without actual physical transfer or flow of matter as a wall is also known as the wave. Clear this? Now the example of the wave. When we speak, the sound moves away from us without any flow of air from one part to the another part of in a medium. When we speak, so what's happened? The sound waves moves away from us without any flow of air. Air are not flowing, but only the sound are moving from one person to the another person. Okay. Second example is that during the propagation of wave particles of medium receive the energy turn by turn. Receive the energy turn by turn, causing the displacement in the about its equilibrium position. Depends upon the type of the disturbance, and thus along with energy, information in the input signal can also be transferred by the waves from one point to the other. Second is that during the propagation of a wave, the particle of the medium receive the energy turn by turn, and causing the displacement in them about its equilibrium position depends on the type of the disturbance. Thus, along with the energy, information in the input signal can also transfer by the wave from one point to the another point. So what this sentence suggests that during the propagation of a wave, that means as we throw a stone at this point, what's happened? The disturbance is produced. Because due to the drop of a stone, the water particle of this region get the energy. Due to the getting the energy, this particle of the medium start the oscillation about their mean position. Here, this water particle does not move. That means does not transfer from one point to the another point. But here, the neighboring particle receive the energy from this oscillating particle, because this particle of the molecule are connected by the intermolecular forces. As a result, the neighboring water particle also get the energy and start the oscillation. This energy is transferred to the another neighboring water particle. So as a result, the disturbance and what are the information also in input signal also transfer from one point to the another point. Right? Thus, during the propagation of a wave or the motion of a wave, not only the energy, but what is the information with this energy is also transferred from one point to the another point. When the neighboring particle receives the energy, it starts the oscillation about its equal wave position. And the effect of this oscillation is also given to the neighboring atoms. As a result, what's happened here? This particle starts its oscillation like this. This direction. Now, what is the importance of the wave in our daily life? So, in our daily life, there are some phenomena take place that is depends on the wave. First is the very simple. All human can see the world, see the world around with the help of the visible light, which propagate in the form of wave. Here, all the human can see the world with help of the visible light. This visible light can propagate in the medium like a wave. Actually, the light is also the wave. That is the electromagnetic wave. We learned about the light. Whatever the sunlight coming from the sun is also the electromagnetic wave. We learned about the electromagnetic waves in 12th standard chapter 8. Okay. Now, also all human can hear with help of sound, which also propagate in the form of a wave. What I speak, you listen, right? Whether one person can speak, second person is listen, whether listening this voice. So what's happened? Here the sound is also propagated in the air medium with help of a wave, or in the form of a wave. That means that all human can see the world, also listen, right, with the help of a wave, which also propagate as a wave. Here the light waves, here the sound waves. Now next is, we feel the warmth with help of the sunlight, which also propagate in the form of a wave. During the sunlight, we feel the heat or the warmth. So sun is very large distance from us. Why we feel the heat or the warmth? So here, whatever the energy or the energy in form of the light is radiated by the sun, this energy incident on us or reaches to us in the form of a wave. So this energy or the sunlight, which also propagate in form of a wave. Now in modern communication, that means at present we are using the radio, television and also the mobile. For this radio, television and also the mobile, what are the wave propagation is required? We take the example of the radio waves. From the station, the music or the sound waves are generated. These sound waves are propagated in the air. So in air, these sound waves are transferred from the transmitter and received by the antenna of our house. That means our radio. Right? Therefore, the production, transmission and reception of radio waves is required. So here, what are the information of the music wave or the picture wave? Right? This wave is also propagated as a wave. Again, in modern communication is based upon production, transmission and reception of radio waves, which propagate in the form of a electromagnetic waves. You learn about the modern communication in engineering section, particular like as the electronics or the instrument and control. Modern communication is based upon the production, transmission and reception of radio waves, which propagate in the form of electromagnetic waves. And fifth importance of the waves in our daily life is that effect is shown by the streams of fast moving fundamental particles are very much like waves of the certain wavelength. Such waves are known as the meta waves. Right? Again, the effect is shown by the streams of fast moving fundamental particles are very much like waves of certain wavelength, and such waves are known as the meta wave. So that is the definition of the waves and also the importance of the waves in our daily life. In next lecture, we start our discussion about the classification of the waves. How many types of the waves? Here in our daily life, the different types of the wave, sound waves, light waves, and also what are the waves produced in the string, right? So according to the oscillation of the particle, we can divide the waves in different parts, and also the some waves require the medium, while the some waves without medium propagate, or the transfer from one point to the another point. Okay. Again, what is the definition of the wave? The motion of a disturbance in medium or in vacuum, that is known as the wave. So keep in mind this definition is most important. Frequently, we are using the concept of the wave. Clear? Okay.